everyone, welcome back to 100 Blocks in 2025. Today we're going to work on an easy one and practice our half square triangles. And we're working with block number 46 in the Tula book on page 107. Easy peasy. Now remember, because this one's so easy and we're so used to doing it, you can definitely make it in multiple colors if you want. Let's see what we've got. All right, here is our block, which is just 4 half square triangles. And in order to make these in the method we're used to making, we're going to cut 2 squares of both our background and our foreground color, or in this case, light and dark. So we're doing purples today, and I've cut my squares at 4 inches. So here you go, 2 of each, and we're going to put those together, draw a line down the center, so 1/4 of an inch on both sides, and then trim before we press them open. Okay, we have sewn all of our blocks and cut them into our half square triangles. And remember, because we're sewing on either side of the angle, we only need 2 squares to create 4 half square triangles. Now we used our method where we trim with the Clearly Perfect slotted trimmer. If you don't have that ruler and you want to do it the conventional way, you'll cut your blocks at 3 7/8. So our block assembles as a 4 patch. Let's put it together and see what we get. Okay everyone, here is our starting point, and here is our finished block. How cute is that? Now, just a couple of notes on this block. I cut my squares at 4 inches because I was using my Clearly Perfect slotted trimmer to trim them afterwards. If you're not using the slotted trimmer because you don't have it and you just want to make this as a conventional block, you're going to cut your squares at 3 7/8. And then you only need 2 of each color, and you can put them together and get 4 triangles. Now in Tula's book, she just marks at 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, and she shows like a little cross cut symbol. So I just wanted to warn you, that's not the cutting instruction. I believe what she's saying there is you need 4 half square triangles that measure 3 1/2. So I'm not really sure what she was getting at there, but if you're using her cutting instructions to make your blocks, just note that if you cut your squares at 3 1/2, they're gonna be a little bit too small. So I hope that this video was helpful. Make a bunch of these little blocks, they're super cute. And then I'll see you on the web at kevinquilters.com.